Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for August 21st. August 21st is the 233rd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 234th in leap years, with 132 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is coup d'etat. Coup d'etat comes to us from French and refers to a sudden, violent seizure of power, usually refers to the removal of an existing government, usually through violent means. A coup d'etat is typically an illegal, unconstitutional seizure of power by a political faction or the military or a dictator. The literal translation from French means blow of state. I'd like to take a moment to mention that links to my research are included in the show notes. Ask you to go ahead and click that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and feel free to share this video with others. You can do that with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. Stay to the end for those outtakes because we're likely to have some. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I think I already talked about sharing it, so we're good there. And with that, we're going to start on August 21st, 1680, when Pueblo Indians captured Santa Fe from the Spanish. This was during the Pueblo Revolt. On August 21st, 1770, James Cook formally claimed Eastern Australia for Great Britain, naming it New South Wales. On August 21st, 1772, King Gustav III completed his coup d'etat by adopting a new constitution, ending half a century of parliamentary rule in Sweden and installing himself as what was called an enlightened despot. Seems like a funny term, doesn't it? Well, an enlightened despot, or enlightened absolutist, is a non-democratic or authoritarian leader who exercises their political power based upon the principles of the Enlightenment. Enlightened monarchs distinguish themselves from ordinary rulers by claiming to rule for their subjects' well-being. Maybe they do. They probably think they do. On August 21st, 1810, Jean-Baptiste Bernadotte, Marshal of France, was elected Crown Prince of Sweden by the Swedish Riksdag of the Estates. Marshal of France, by the way, was a French military distinction rather than a military rank. On August 21st, 1883, an F5 tornado struck Rochester, Minnesota, leading to the creation of the Mayo Clinic. Funny how that happens sometimes. On August 21st, 1888, the first successful adding machine in the United States was patented by William Seward Burroughs. Burroughs office equipment. On August 21st, 1897, the American automobile manufacturer Oldsmobile was founded. On August 21st, 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen by a Louvre employee, Vincenzo Peruggia. This is the birthday of American basketball player and coach Wilt Chamberlain, born August 21st, 1936. He lived to the age of 63. This is the birthday of American singer, songwriter, guitarist, producer, and actor Kenny Rogers, born August 21st, 1938. He lived to the age of 81. On August 1st, 1945, physicist Harry Daghlian was fatally irradiated in an accident involving an uncontrolled nuclear fission chain reaction during an experiment with what is now known as the Demon Core, Los Alamos National Laboratory. The Demon Core was a 3.5-inch, 14-pound ball of plutonium, originally intended to be used in a third atomic bomb to be dropped on Japan, but Japan surrendered, so the building of that third bomb was unnecessary. So instead, they kept it for experiments. After this event in 1945, and then a second one in 1946, the spherical plutonium core came to be known as the Demon Core. 3.5 inches is like about that big, about a little bit wider than my hand. 14 pounds. Plutonium is heavy. This is the birthday of American musician Steve Smith, born August 21st, 1954. He's best known as a drummer for the band Journey, although he has played with and for many other bands and musical artists throughout his life. Modern Drummer magazine readers voted him as the #1 all-round drummer 5 years in a row, and he's been named one of the top 25 drummers of all time. Still alive, he turned 66 in 2020. On August 21, 1959, President Eisenhower signed the executive order proclaiming Hawaii to be the 50th state of the Union. Welcome to the USA, Hawaii. This is the birthday of Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt, born August 21, 1986. That guy is one fast sprinter, sure enough. He turns 34 in 2020. On August 21, 1991, an attempted coup against Mikhail Gorbachev collapsed. NASA lost contact with the Mars Observer spacecraft on August 21, 1993. On August 21, 2000, Tiger Woods won the 82nd PGA Championship and became the first golfer since Ben Hogan in 1953 to win 3 majors in a calendar year. And I think that's going to do it for us today. I hope you learned something you didn't know before. I know I sure did. I always do. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Go ahead and click that like button if you enjoyed it at all. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with others and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Easy peasy. Words just flying by till it blows my hair back. We might leave that part out. This is what happens when you don't clean up your script. I don't know how all that's going to go together, or if it's even going to make it to the video. We'll just see. That's not going to go. Yeah, we're going to cut those out. That'll all be laying on the cutting room floor. So I'll just do that whole thing over. That might not make it into the video, we'll see. Changing it up.